Alright, what's up friends? Welcome back to Battle Brothers. Let's get back at it. Galberg, and there we can't actually get work. So, we had a cracking start. It's just about making sure we keep it going now. Man, I need medical supplies. Follow the tracks, return the idol. How beat up are the lads looking? Rollo's a bit hurt. And Ragnar's a bit hurt, but we should be fine. This is a 1-star early on, it should just be thugs. But then again, what's this? Get their cat out. If you shoot the cat, then it like upsets the person who shot it. If I seem to recall. Not our problem. I have had a positive result from that before. But my memory is of negative results. And I think it like... The negative one that I've seen is the person who shoots it down gets dissatisfied or upset. Well, we don't want that. Righto, so we've got 2 pikes now. So really the majority of our tactics here is just about bringing the pikes to bear in the best situation possible. So that means getting as many of our brothers in contact with the pike target as possible. Love to get my hands on that bit of armor. Is it worth attacking? I don't think so. Because these are thugs. If these were raiders, the front line would be better off not attacking. But yeah, they shouldn't be that dangerous. Shouldn't. Rambert's going to try to get in contact with that pitchfork user. Great shot. Great shot. Owie. Owie. I'd actually love to get my hands on that armor and that armor. I think it's probably worth daggering. Is it worth netting for? Sure. But now Lothar doesn't actually have a dagger on him. So you can just tank up while the other lads take care of the rest of these nerds. We ought to make really quick work of these lads. Now we... No! Oof, that hit the head, thank goodness. Shouldn't have attacked there, actually. Really? No dagger here either? So it's this thug that needs to go down like now. Die. Bastard. Okay, good. He's panicking. Good blocking. Oof. That could actually have killed him if it rolled high or hit him in the head. Any daggers? Nope. Yeah, he is fleeing now, so this is bad. He's going to take weapon damage. It's interesting how I want to dagger them down to get these what little armor they have, but we don't really even have lads with daggers. It's that early on. And like the armor they're wearing is nothing special at all, but this early on it's worth having. Good stabbing. I really only have 2 daggers throughout the whole group. And my dagger lads don't have fast adaptation yet. And speaking of that, when it comes time for me to build a dagger lad, like, no matter how good their melee skill is, I still like giving them fast adaptation. Considering that they have to attack at minus 15 all the time. Good stabbing. And some level ups. And we get both. Excellent, Smithers. We've been paid to return it. That's what I shall do. Thick leather over there. Good. Ah, dang. That would have been useful. Ah, so we've got round shields on everybody up front, so that's good. We can have sticks on the back line. Any dagger havers? No daggers. +4 there is good. And then once he takes Colossus, that's going to get him up to 75, which is like the bare minimum. +2, +1 I won't take. Morale's got to get up, fatigue's got to get up. Rollo is an archer, so we take ranged skill and ranged defense. God, he is rubbish. But hey, that's the peasant start for you. Look at that, +4 with no stars. Excellent. Eric, you know what? I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Like in the early game with lads who have less than 60 melee skill, I tend to use spears, but these things are just so crap in terms of their damage. 20 to 35. Malicious spear. A short sword, I think, is superior. Bludgeon, though, really is rubbish. +2. Those are some terrible rolls there on Lothar. Oh, wait a second. A couple of you lads requested to join. Just load up the old comment section here real quick. Let's see. Rizzy. Reezy? God, I hate this name, it's impossible. Wants to be a goon or fodder. I'm just gonna call you Reezy. Here next, David Bishop. I'm gonna call you Bishop. I like Bishop for short. It's like that Cockney geezer and the boys. And then we got Shaman, Hellroth. Let's see. Cole. Janks. Nathan. That's it so far. Alright, so when are we going to get these lads in? I think as replacements. Once these lads up front are in too rough a shape to go immediately into another battle. I don't need the bludgeons, do I? No, I don't. Leather wraps. 20. Okay. Spare wooden shield. Not needed, actually. Oof, I'm loving Halroth's fatigue. Onward. See, forgot to set the old timer. Let's see here. 8:55. Okay, 340 crowns. Come, give me a nice delivery mission. That's what I'm talking about. 2 days to the east, 640. Such a good payday. But we're going to stop in a Stollhoven to see if we can get a stack of tools, maybe some meds, maybe some food. I think... Oh, those are ruins. I thought that was an amber production. 216. Very nice. 324 is a bit much, though. How many do we need? We don't actually need any. There we go. Aurum. Okay, so there is actually a ruined herb gatherer there, meaning that once Stollhoven actually can be kept safe for a while, then meds will be cheap there, and tools will be cheap, and I think it produces amber as well. That's a hell of a good village. It's going to produce fishermen, which make possible peasant soldiers. They at least have decent fatigue. But it's farmers that we really want. Farmers and brawlers for the melee lads, and then poachers for the ranged lads. Okay, let's try him out. Decent defense. He could be an overwhelming type of lad, but nah. Liebrecht. Ooh, that's nice. Melee defense and 2 stars in melee skill. Oh, such a pity that he's tiny. Damn. The fact that he's tiny, such a incredible pity. Like, I mean, we have an okay couple of lads. I don't think we need to hire him. I'm only going to hire someone unless they're like really good, or they fit a role that I need. Like, I need a bannerman. 232. Oh yeah, give me that. What's my daily? 124. Okay, we've got 1 day. Whatever this is. Day to the west. I love these delivery missions. It's just like free money. That being said, I do need to be fighting. I need to be leveling up. Just gotta keep fighting thugs. Battle standard, 5 groups of animals. Into the wilderness, discover the unknown. This could actually be easier. This could be like if you come across a little hut with some zombies in. But that means we need to go off the road. I'm gonna do that. I mean, we are fully almost broke. So we got a full 2,000 to go. Being through the forest here, hopefully our poacher will give us some venison. Drive off brigands? Certainly. This isn't going to satisfy the task though. A few poachers and some raiders. Yikes. That is a rough one. Actually, for this fight, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have one of these lads just be a net and a shield. They throw the net and then they go into melee range to try to stun. Oh, they could use the daggers, but no, I need my frontline lads. I mean, if these lads manage to pull off a knockout, that'll just be wonderful. It's such a nice bonus. There's a few poachers in the enemy groups who have to wait until night time. Some raiders, God, I hope that's no more than 4. This is going to be so difficult, and I think we're looking at more fatalities here. Okay, good luck, lads. Fortifications and in a forest, yikes. They better not have crossbows. Please no crossbows. And we are going to have to creep up to these lads because they are not going to come towards us at all. So you two go over there. Okay, it's just regular little bows. 12 versus 9. Yikes. Man, getting at that raider is going to be damn near impossible. What I can actually do is I can put my pikeman here and stab that dude. And the pikeman here can hit these lads. Ugh, God, I don't like the look of this at all. That raider is going to be such a pain to deal with. He's going to be sitting behind a shielded raider. Oh God, throwing weapons to deal with as well now. Well, we've got some nets, so hopefully we can blast through the frontline raiders pretty quickly with these pikes on the southern side here. At least they're not putting down a spear wall. Well, I expect that they will on the next turn. I desperately hope that these melee raiders will come out to meet us. And that lad sitting there is actually great for us. It means that the Warfork dude can hit him without him hitting us back. I need to wait for this raider to go. Hopefully he steps up and we can catch him in melee. If he doesn't, he just waits. Shit. Acts in 3 turns. If I knock him back from here, he can only go to those squares. He can't go to that square. That's a pity. Do we engage? I think we have to. See, now I'm wishing I had the pikes there, so I hit that lad. I'm going to put Jost here because I'm hoping to convince one of these lads to come forward, which means then that Bishop and Rezik can get into melee range. This lad can still move forward. So that's a little scary though. See, if I go here, then these lads just swap. That's actually no good. Because that then leaves Janks in contact with that raider and be hit by that one. What's your melee defense? 29. Oh, that is so clutch. What a hit. The lads. The pikes. Okay, at least he moves forward as I'd hoped. But that does put Jost into a bit of trouble. I mean, he's meat. We can't get too upset when he gets killed. And it is going to be a win. Bishop, let's let's see here. So Heroth. If Bishop goes here, Helroth runs in here. He then at least gets that poacher into contact. But then that puts him surrounded by 2 raiders and that's too dangerous. Bishop's a little injured, so. Fuck, that is so scary. No rotation available yet. Pity. Bishop don't actually go there. Run around. Oh, I wish I had rotation already. It's going to be a while. Situations like this, rotation would have been perfect. Okay, good. He moves forward as expected. Nice headshot. Oh.
Woo! You know he did.
I'm telling you, guys, picking up pikes on day 1. So good. I kind of need Jost either to... I need Reezy or someone to knock this raider away so that Jost can get away. I don't fancy his chances of survival though. Ow. Oh, I needed to hit that. 42%. Shit. The main rad's in big trouble. One more hit and he's dead, and the problem is he took pierced leg muscles to lower his melee defense. That raider is gonna kill him. Rip. Did you see there? That was, I think that was Executioner that procced. Struck down. He's not dead, he's struck down. So pray for brain damage. My only hope of getting main rad out of there is if he can act before this lad. And he will. Acts in 13 turns, acts in 15 turns. Great hit. 75, 69. These pikes. Rip. Who was that died? Hits Oswald's dagger. Struck down Oswald. That was my pike user. Oh, that hit him in the head. Was he that low? That was my dagger lad. No ways. I think that was a one tap from full hit points. Oof. Okay. So that's the most scary enemies killed. Now main rad actually needs to step up and keep attacking. Like these archers can hit him, but they are blocked by the palisades. So they're gonna have minus hit chance. There's no way to get through here now with Bishop. Just gotta wait in case one of my lads goes down. That actually is not a good idea. Go hide bravely in a bush. It's super disappointing that our archer lad got hit. I mean, he had he had 16 melee defense base and 3 stars, which is like the best we could possibly hope for with peasants. But yeah, the main thing is that we don't lose the pike he was carrying. these early game fights are brutal, eh? Especially because I've given all of my lads student to help with the leveling. So they don't have any skill at their first level up to help them survive. Well, we've got lads waiting in the wings to take the places of these guys who go down. Okay, run them down. Get them. I want those XP points. Oh, useless. Still proud of the lads. Those were some bloody great fights. I just need to pray that my dagger lad doesn't have a career-ending injury. Let's pray for brain damage. I mean, as a dagger user, the only injuries that would have me not retire him would be brain damage or clubfoot. But it was an arrow, so... have to see, what did he get? Oh, I'm missing here, thank goodness. Helroth is traumatized, so we can retire him, and just broken elbow joint, so we can retire him. Another pike. Oh, 2 morning stars, 2 boar spears, 16 tools. What a haul. And some spoons. Yeah, I mean, Jost was always going to be retired, wasn't he? Thanks, buddy. Hit the road. Traumatized, Helroth meat. I mean, I'll just offset it with fortified mind. I don't want to lose those couple of levels. Okay, so we go student, and then we go probably Steelbrow. Like, so Steelbrow just to stop those one-tap headshots. Fast adaptation is tempting, but then again, so is Colossus. Colossus is going to give 25%. Colossus. But I mean, I am eventually going to have both either way. I think Steelbrow is better earlier on. I think it does more to prevent the one tap to the head. Rambert Bannerman. Ooh, a +3. Nice, I'll take that. With weakened heart, he has 37. Yikes. Oh, but yeah, well. We'll do what we can to offset that. And a +3, excellent. And a +3, excellent. The 40. Kirk the Greatsword user, is he going to be heavy armor or light armor? But I suppose even the heavy armor lads need Steelbrow. Because I mean, a single crossbow bolt to the head, even with a great helm, can be a one tap. Well, Henrik survived his first battle. Great job. When do I start using a ranged weapon on Meinrad? I think now, actually, because his ranged is equal to his melee. I've got another Warfork. I want to bring it onto the battlefield. Henrik, get in there. And these boar spears are the king of the early game. Love them. Dagger user and polearm overwhelming. Do I want to have 12 lads? suppose I may as well. Six. Ingmar, get in there. I can't quite believe what I'm seeing. 3 pikes. This is just unbelievable good fortune. Now for Meinrad, I need to keep an eye out for a few javelins. Javelins are going to have to be prioritized to be purchased in the early game. And now I've got a Morning Star that I can use as a price reference for everything else. Let's look at the melee skill. 60, I suppose. He could use a Morning Star. 59, yeah, use the Skirmish Axe. 51, Spear. 59, Scimitar. I mean, some of these farmers have nice fatigue numbers. Someone like Nathan, with his 87 fatigue. He uses bash twice. That's 13 fatigue per swing is 26 fatigue. Recovers 15. So it'll go down by 11 every turn. Should your Hanks actually use sword? 59, skirmish 6. We are truly, really lacking in armor, though. 281 bought for 231. 350 worth 350. No, we'll hang on to those. 285. A bit much. I don't want to pay that. Yeah, I need to also be getting bandages on everybody. I'm just thinking defensively. I want everything defensive. Tools, we have 20. We need 10 tools. Finster start. Missions wise, what I'm hoping for would be a nice delivery mission, nice and far, that will allow us to go off the beaten track. Oh, look at that. 135. So I seem to recall, I don't know if it's still relevant, but the Morning Star, it can be used to calibrate how good the prices are in a town. If it's below 100, it's crap. If it's above 100, it's good. So 135 is exceptionally good. Oh. So close. $269 for padded leather, not bad. But let me hang on to my money. Reason being that if I can find a wobbly shelter southeast, that pays incredibly well. Aha! So find crypt somewhere to the west, around the region of Branch Woods. I'm going to do that because that's going to give us time to heal up. I'm not going to treat this pierced leg muscles because that's minus melee skill. 2 and 4 and 9 medical supplies. Okay, I have to use it then. 3 and 6. And let's have a drink. Just to boost morale. Oh, look at that. But of course it's going to be this, the warbow. That's what we're going to be using on the archers. Okay, Dead Gate Crypt to the west on the region of Brittle Branch Woods. Dead Gate Crypt. It's unlikely we'll be able to clear it out. Traveller hails your party from the roadside. Keep your distance. I've read all of those things. It's just flavor. Although it's day 10. It's far too early for a traveller to be giving us hints about what the late game process is going to be. it comes to the retinue, we've got no spots yet, but in order, I think we're going to go for cartographer. And then either the little kid that gives you tools and armor back. No, it'll be the sergeant. Cartographer, sergeant, and then we'll decide. Maybe recruiter or paymaster at that point. And then, of course, I'll switch out the cartographer a little bit later. How are we doing? A Jarl still injured? Ooh, yikes. Few poachers and some raiders. Similar fight to the last one, but clearly Hellroth. Excuse me for the coughing, guys. Just recovering from a bit of flu. Hellroth does not have the hit points to get into this fight. Although, let's just wait. Wait for night time. And then we'll just see whether his injury and his hit points heals. If a poacher in your party, you do well to camp in a forest. It increases the chance that he can do some hunting and give you some venison. Right, who's still injured? Rambert, 37 melee skill. So good. And because we don't have any medical supplies, that injury won't heal. So Rambert is out for a little bit. A few poachers and some raiders. This time, I don't have the luxury of all of those nets. I only got one. Okay, Hellroth up to 60 hit points, that's good. I just want to make sure that there's no one else sitting on a throwing net. Dang. Well, good luck, boys. It's great to see that they run towards us, though. Is there anyone who we're going to try to dagger? It doesn't look like it. 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means there's 4 archers. This is 90 armor there. 95. That's probably the best armor on the field. And you see how 3 of them are wearing almost no head armor. That's why some of the meat lads are not going to be flail specialists. It's kind of incredible how even a few hundred days into the campaign, you're going to keep finding raiders with no helmets. Actually, I should have waited there for Ingmar. Have the front line step up. Means there's more lads in contact. Means we have a better chance to hit. Although 40% not worth taking that attack. Minerad can't actually hit anybody. A couple slings, we can safely ignore those. And a couple short bows, also ignore those. Geralt, 58, miss. 59, 64. Terrible first round for us. Okay. Elroth is in trouble. Good hit. Another good hit. Yes, boys. After this mission, I want to head back to those coastal villages and just fill up on fishing nets again. Trapped in net, no shield up, so go ahead and attack. It's actually a pity I haven't got any lads who I expect to be polearm users, and maybe I should actually switch up some of the lads to the polearm leveling tree. 5. Oh, great hit. The reason being that this early on, if I have a few polearm guys, imagine if these were all dedicated polearm lads, and on their very first level up, you take Adrenaline Rush. So like if they miss, they can just go again immediately the next turn. I mean, sure, it exhausts you, but in these early on smaller battles, it doesn't really matter that much. The fights are quick and very, very nasty. It would be nice to get some of this armor, but it's far too dangerous to even try right now. It does feel like I need some axes on the front line to break shields in these situations. It's so sad when these pikes just bounce off the shields. And as you can see, my front line boys with the shields are doing almost no damage. But honestly, that's fine. I mean, if the damage comes from the pikes, that is what we would expect, honestly. Nathan has been quite lucky with his attacks. It's been wonderful. Great hit. One headshot here could be a kill. Ugh. Picking up a couple dogs would also be very, very worth it right now. Yeah, it's a pity I can't kill this raider before his turn. He's going to switch away from those javelins and I won't get them. It's a pity. Would have loved to get my hands on javelins. Right hit. And it's a nice reminder of how unbelievably satisfying the blunt weapon sounds are. That thunk is so satisfying. Let's stab this mofo to pieces. He can be done. He's the last lad on the field. Everybody else is panicked. Good. And as you can all see now, we're starting to get a bit more resources. Shield wall, so just wait, rest. Those scimitars do work. Oh, that would have been nice. It's on the floor, just a sword. Nice. When you're attacking someone with a dagger, the number one injury you're hoping to get is that pierced leg muscles. Lowers melee defense by like 30%. And then that's just the beginning of the end for him. He's then so much easier to hit. And everybody's going to land their dagger hits. Still worth trying to stun him though. If he gets an attack off, could easily ruin our day. Oh, padded leather, that's nice. 2 javelin stacks is amazing. Amber shards, we can get almost 350 gold for that. The falchion is very nice. Bunch of shields. Starting to look good. We're getting there. We're doing it. Lads, we're doing it.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
So we're going to go student, steel brow, rotation, shield expert, colossus, nimble, weapon mastery on the meat lads. It's just all survivability skills. Hits to the head no longer cause critical damage to the character, which also lowers the risk of sustaining debilitating head injuries significantly. I haven't historically thought of steel brow as being mandatory, but lately I'm starting to think that I have badly underestimated how valuable it is. Okay, Cole can almost start going on the back line now, once his range skill is even equal to his melee skill. Who are the other options to put in the front line? Ingmar's level 1, Ludolf's level 1, Oswald is level 3. He might be ready for the front line soon. +1. God, you're killing me. So as a dagger bro, he is still going to need steel brow, isn't he? He's going to be wearing light armor. Yep, he needs steel brow. So I think once you have steel brow and nimble and colossus, a shot to the head is nowhere near as much of an issue as it might otherwise be. But doesn't Archer need steel brow? I don't think so. Steel brow is 90% taken for me to stop that one tap to the head from a crossbow. And I think I can count on one hand the amount of times a tier 3 crossbow has hit one of my backline lads in the 2,500 hours I've played. So for my Archer, I think I can skip it. Although for Cole, I did take it, so well, in that case then. Hein, +2. Henrik, meat. +3s, that's what I want to see. Okay, armor-wise, let's let the better armor start filtering down. Ah, yes. Excellent. God, I hate being sick. It's absolutely the worst. I hate it. So main rad here, with his javelins, actually needs quick hands, sharpish. He's just going to use the short bow to plink away at long range, but then when they get close in, throw javelin. Plus 30% chance to hit, -10 per tile of distance. Stick. Anybody need a stick on the back line? Yes, Henrik does. Although, quick dagger check on the front line. Daggers on the front, sticks on the back. The way to go, I think. You can even color coordinate the old round shields. Need a few more of those half green ones. Okay, so Rambert. The Falchion. Who do I give the Falchion to? Probably Hellroth. 62 accuracy, 60 Nethan. 54, 53. Yeesh. $60. Happy with that. We need medical supplies and we need them now. $339, yes please. Prices are still good, so let's liquidate what we're not keeping. Oh God, there's no way I can justify paying $360, is there? 2 medical supplies. It's already been treated, but without medical supplies, it's not going to get better. Where's the nearest city and what do they have? There's Horum. That herb gatherer is ruined. We could start heading north and hitting the other cities. But let's go off the beaten path to give us the best chance of finding a little hut with some zombies in for us to complete this ambition. few thugs and some raiders. That's actually an easier fight than the one we just had. Although I see the episode's up to 45 minutes, so I need to stop now. Let's go take this fight on when we come back. This is a perfect kind of fight for us to take now. It's a few raiders. We can even maybe get these peasants involved, some bodies. Right, good little episode. Some nice progress. What did we gain? We gained a bunch of levels. We gained unbelievably another pike. We gained a morning star, two boar spears, some decent armor. I mean, decent compared to what we have on now. Nothing. And I dare say we're looking all right. I need to pick up a hunting bow and mine rad. And it's encouraging to see we have over 2,000, so we can take this ambition. Complete it hopefully quite soon. We'll find ourselves a little hut here somewhere with some zombies, kill them, get the ambition. Go straight for the buy a banner ambition. Although I think it doesn't proc if you have over 2,000 gold, so that means we can do a bit of spending. We'll see. Thanks for watching, lads. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.